My name is Ricardo Basílio. Thank you for this opportunity to be here, for sharing my experience. That's the title of my presentation, Linking Web Archiving with Arts and Humanities, the collaboration between ROSSIO, we will see what ROSSIO is, and Arquivo.pt. I was a librarian. We at Arquivo.pt, we are a team of 5 people, and I'm the non-IT. So the guy who does, who try to link to the community. So I will share what I'm trying to do. And the main question, it's all this one: how to make web archives useful and accessible to digital humanities and by extension to citizens. By extension to citizens, or the opposite, useful for citizens and by extension to researchers, because researchers are first citizens. Okay. So we responded, we answered to this question in 3 ways. I put this in the summary I sent to the IIPC: dissemination, training, and a collaborative curation of websites. 3 ways. I will explain with examples this 3 ways, but first we need to explain what ROSSIO is, what Arquivo.pt is, and what collaboration means. Okay. This is my agenda, so let's go. What is ROSSIO? ROSSIO is something like this. You can access on your devices, you can navigate and try. This is a portal. This is a portal, an aggregator, and was created, the project ROSSIO, was created at the Faculty of Social Sciences and Humanities at the New University of Lisboa. ROSSIO designates in Portuguese a wide space where several paths converge. It is a place where people gather to socialize, debate, trade, participate in cultural events, and affirm their civic and political identity. For those who know Lisbon, ROSSIO is a square in very center of Lisbon. If you want to meet someone in Lisbon, make an appointment in ROSSIO. Okay? So this is the meaning of that platform. The people who started this project were professors from the university, the Nova University of Lisbon, from the fields of history, art, linguistics, and social sciences, that is, from the digital humanities field. This idea, this project, is part of the national roadmap for research infrastructure, because we recognize high potential for a project like this. But in 2014, don't add funds. But since 2017, ROSSIO infrastructure received funding from the European Union, and its activity has had a great boost. With these funds, it was possible to recruit a diverse research team and create a web portal and associated services. I included in this human resources. And Arquivo.pt participated in the project. So let's see briefly what you find at this portal. If you can navigate there, is a lot of resources, connected to the digital humanities. And you can explore and see what these professors, what these people linked with the university think that could be a portal like this, like DARIA. I don't know if you know the European node for European digital European humanities, DARIA.eu. This is something, and the most important in this portal are people. A lot of researchers from a diverse the diversity of fields. So this was the most important. With people, we can do things. Okay. ROSSIO is this consortium, this Portuguese consortium that aggregates resources. And let's see what is Arquivo.pt. I don't know if you already use the Arquivo.pt. If you don't, go there, is open, and try to see what Arquivo.pt is, what you can find there. Is a public web archive, is open as possible, and is focused to support the research, because the institutional context is the scientific foundation, the Portuguese scientific foundation for that support universities. So we are this kind of service that aim to serve researchers. Go to Arquivo.pt, search something. This is wonderful. You can search for text like Google, for example, Obama, and you can search for images. Why not? You can see technical details like you are seeing at the screen. This is all our API can give you. You can do a lot of things with via API. Go there, search for images. You can process even images. Try, because this is open even for people that are not Portuguese. Is in the web, is for everyone. So I invite you to do this. So now you already know what Arquivo is. I will talk the third aspect. What are digital humanities? How do we define nowadays digital humanities? And I highlighted the words humanities computing, this definition from Matthew Kirschbaum, and also intersection. I mean, I think is mixers of ideas and perspectives. And the methodological by nature. This is a methodology that we need to improve in the field of digital humanities. I think the main problem is methodological. Researchers probably use not too much web archives because there is a problem in the methodology linked with the technology also. I will share a slide from an historian. This historian was part of the ROSSIO infrastructure, Daniela Major. She published this blog post in the American Society of Archivists. You can read, if you have the slides, you can access and read. It's very interesting, because I remember when she was working with us at same space, days and days, the questions they had linked to the research, the methodology, things that for us archivists are simple, but for someone who comes from the outside is very difficult. Okay. The Web Archive contents, when used in history, is a world of possibility, she said. Digital humanities are a growing field of study, but again, we are this new in Lisbon. In this finally, we will have a master in digital humanities that will be launched next year. And I asked to the professors who have launched this master a slide, and they give me this slide, and I highlight the aspect that I think are related to web archives. I think this master will help researchers to know how to use web archives. I hope. What do you think about this? Look at the program or the lines. So the collaboration between ROSSIO, a portal aggregator and infrastructure, and Arquivo.pt, I think I resumed like this. ROSSIO gave human resources, gave me, Ricardo Basílio, a web curator, Pedro Gomes, started there as a crawling engineer, Vasco also, our web developer, this is fine, and our other colleagues, a community manager. What Arquivo.pt gave to ROSSIO? Know-how, new services, and open datasets, data. So how did we respond to this challenge? And now I will show you examples. This is the second part where I want to show you something that we have done. Dissemination is not complicated. We published 800 posts on Facebook. I saw that. I don't know if you can get all the posts your organization have published in Facebook. It's easy, and we can also record Facebook. Someone asked if we can. Yes, we can in the mobile version. Okay, 20 posts per year. This means ROSSIO helped Arquivo to be online, to be in the square, to be in public. Okay, 6 minutes, perfect. Thank you. Then other tool for dissemination is Google Form, a paper where people can sign. Here I don't have a paper, but you have your devices. You can suggest, and you can subscribe our mailing list. Okay, our mean to do dissemination is like this: the street. Arquivo go to the street. We put this kind of outdoors, and it was very interesting. And our community manager helped to the contacts and to do this. The ROSSIO contributor did this, and in university we had this exhibition. Now it's at Algarve, at the south of Portugal, very far from Arquivo.pt. This is other kind of dissemination. Last year I showed how this work. This is a small site on WordPress.com. Simple, no costs, no money is necessary, but we can show small collections of websites and show how people can build small collections and promote this. This was a work of the web curator, a contribute of ROSSIO. Okay, this is other kind of presentation of our contents, a simple timeline that you click and you go at the end to archives, and this both of the are done in collaboration with an institution that works in art, a very important institution in Portugal, Gulbenkian Foundation. Okay, people ask, how many users did you have? I have users. Not much, but the important are not the users. The exhibition stay there and is an important thing to show, to talk with people. We have also another way to disseminate Arquivo, training, 2 minutes. One example of training, of interaction with institutions was one webinar cycle with the Portuguese Museums Network. Very interesting. The contents that we give are important, but more important than that is the interaction, people knowing, people making questions. This is other thing we showed last year. Cafe online sessions. If you see there are scientists there are people from digital humanities sharing their knowledge with Arquivo.pt, sharing their use cases. Again, the number of the participation, I think, very good, but this is not the main question. The main questions we need to link with people, and I think we got that thing. Arquivo promote collaborative collections website and show everything we can and give to the people. This collection of websites was done by researchers, by an artist. Next week she is presenting her PhD, is defending her PhD in Lisbon. Great. So we training, but the important is the link with community. This we go to the communities. This was a community that recorded with archive web page their local content and give us a copy there in Portugal. This is very interesting. Arquivo.pt prepared services that people can use. You can try Safe Page Now. I will pass this slide, and then because you have there, this is very simple to use. But I want to finish thanks to Kimo, our supporter to the sound and image. Yesterday he comes and gave me that paper with a link. Ricardo, this is a very interesting site about street art. Okay, contribution, linking with people. I recorded this website this morning with the Safe Page Now service in the archive, and is now available at Arquivo.pt. This is something that you can do. We share all we can. Danielle presented this kind of things that we made available to people. This is a use case, and Arquivo.pt is a source of use cases, more than 100 use cases. Between 2017 and 2022, we learned that collaboration with communities are enriched. ROSSIO structure was very, very important. And thank you for listening. Sorry, my English not very well because I had some issues on running my screen. Thank you.